What's going on, guys? Kitbash here, bringing you another video. This time it is a review of my custom Marvel Legends MCU War Machine. Now it's my comic version War Machine. But it is a custom, it's a Kitbash, it's all of that. This figure, I love this figure when it came out. The regular version was fine. Don't get me wrong. I wanted mine to be more beefy, more not comic accurate, because he's drawn a bunch of different ways. But I want him to be more beefy, more guns, more missiles, more everything. So when I think of War Machine, I think of a big brute who is just jam-packed with weapons. So, and plus the new War Machine, or the new Iron Patriot they showed, it really inspired this one to be what it is. Because I really like the missile pods. I really liked a bunch of guns and stuff they use, so it was a no-brainer for me. And I was gonna wait for that one to come out to do this, but I had a Gundam model that was broken, so it was just, the parts really just fell together. So yeah, I'm gonna run through how I did this. I'm gonna post some pictures and a video of what it looked like before I painted it, and just a bunch of stuff. So let's get started. Firstly, articulation. He still articulates. Everything still moves. Nothing's hindered. Nothing's hindered. This joint is really tight. He can do everything he used to do. So yeah, nothing's hindered by the additions or anything. So yeah. Like I said, the parts are from a Gundam model. The Gundam model is master grade heavy arms. I'll put a picture so you guys know which one I used. Put a picture up. Yeah, master grade heavy arms from the Endless Waltz movie. Master grade parts are pretty, they scale well with 6-inch stuff. So I'm going to run down head to toe, what I did and how I used it. So let's start with everybody's favorite, this Gatling gun. I'm going to pop it off. Because the thing with this figure too is this gun goes here. Let me back this up. So this gun here goes over here. It's ball pegged in already. So what I did was I took a Revoltech joint, a small Revoltech joint. I cut the end off, sanded this down a bit. I took a Dremel in here, dremeled this out just a little bit because it was a bit too snug and too shallow. So I made it deeper. And now this has a ball peg, and it holds. I'm holding it by the Gatling gun right now. So it holds, it swivels, it turns, it tilts, it does everything that this one did in this joint already. Because my plan was to cut this off. I was going to glue a gun. I was just thinking too much. So I simplified myself, and I put a ball peg on there. I really love Revoltech joints. This gun's on a Revoltech joint too. So for the right side here, I took the gun from this side and put it on this right. It swivels. It turns, it tilts, it pops off. Yeah, but for this one, I just cut the ball peg off. I cut the ball peg off. Is that focused? Yeah, and I drilled a hole in there. I drilled a hole the same size as the peg, so it just pops in. If I can do it on camera, let me see. Yeah, so it pops in there. And like I said, it swivels. You could tuck it back. Like, say you only want them to have that gun out. You could tuck that back and everything. So yeah, this was really fun to me too, because it looked different before. Like I had these missile pods on the shoulders, and it was cool, but it looked top heavy. So I had to come back and revise some stuff. Starting with the arms too. For the arms here, this cannon back here is from the new Invincible Iron Man, not the new, with the Black Panther wave Invincible Iron Man. Just painted the gunmetal. This is from the Mark II War Machine. I had a gun laying around and just chopped it up. Super glued everything on here. This gun is from a Transformer. I don't know what Transformer. It was just in my fodder bin, so it got used. This is interesting right here. I thought this was pretty interesting. So I have a Solar Chogokin Ava unit that I bought from a guy a while ago. And it comes with these, I don't know if you guys know about Avas, but they come with these little pods that they stick in their back. And I just really thought they looked like rockets, so I wanted to put them right there. I put them in, this is Daredevil's baton holster from Netflix Daredevil. So I put these in here first, and I glued this to the wrist. I think it looks pretty slick as rockets. Like say some rockets popped out his arm. I think it looks pretty slick like that. So I thought it was pretty clever. Wow. I thought it was pretty clever of me to do while these just popped off on the review. That's awesome. I'm gonna glue those back on in a minute. But yeah, these guns are from a Revoltech figure. I don't remember which ones, but they were like from a chest cannon, and there were 4 of them on a chest cannon, and I just glued them together, and I glued them to his wrist. Make sure, oh, that's gonna, everything's just gonna pop off now. That's awesome. I thought this glue was good. I see it's not. This is the same cannon, because I had 2 of those Iron Man, those Invincible Iron Man, so that's the same 2 cannons right there. Oh, I skipped the chest. So for the chest piece, these parts on Heavy Arms are from his skirt armor, and they have rockets in them. You see those rockets in there? I know the paint's kind of wonky. There's a thing I do when I make customs, and I rush everything. I rush a lot of shit. So instead of me taking these apart to paint them and prep them, I just glued them to the figure and then painted them afterwards. I get so excited when I make my customs, I don't even take the right steps. But yeah, these are chest rockets now. On his hips here, these are also hip rockets that I did. On Heavy Arms, they were hip rockets as well. So a lot of stuff, it was easy transfer. This is all super glued on. I probably should go back and check it. These are on there though. And then for the legs, these were on the legs of Heavy Arms too. I don't know what made me put them on the shoulders. I just thought it looked really beefy. But the more I looked at it, it wasn't functional and it just didn't look right. Like with the guns up here and then the rockets, and it just didn't look right. So I wanted to go back and modify it and fix it up. So I kind of dremeled these out. I dremeled out a little bit because these are, I don't know if you can see, but these are kind of at an angle. So I dremeled those out. I dremeled the legs out, and I super glued those to the leg. These are both super glued on, and they open up. They open up to reveal a bunch of missiles. Just a bunch of missiles in there. So like when you got them all armored up, once I put those rockets back on, and then with the power of editing, editing is super glue. Those rockets are back in their rightful place. I think they're on there. But yeah, when you got them all like, I'm about to blow you guys away right now, literally. But yeah, when you get this guy all ready to go, and you get all these guns and missiles out, you just can't deny. You cannot deny the gloriousness of this figure. Like, look. I hate that his legs are kind of weird, too. But yeah, you get this guy going, and he's just a monster. Like, look at all those guns and missiles and just everything. I fell in love with it. As soon as I finished this figure, I was like, damn. Like that, I did a good job, and I got him, put him in a flight pose, and he just looks even better. Let me get him in a flight pose, like he's just like floating over a battlefield, just wrecking shit. Like, and I know I said flight pose, and all I did was lift his leg up. But you get him like that. Oh, I'll put some boosters on the bottom of his feet too. But you get him like this, and the guy is just a beast. Like, I wouldn't want to see this guy like hanging over my battlefield, doing anything. Like, ooh. I wouldn't want to see this guy hanging over I wouldn't want to see this guy hanging over a battlefield doing anything. Like, dude's just beefy. But yeah, this is the custom war machine I made. Kitbash. Like I said, I made it. I kitbashed. A lot of people like this one. I've had a lot of inquiries about selling it, and it's just not gonna happen. This figure's mine. It's going to be mine. It's not going anywhere. I want to see you guys I want to see somebody make one equivalent or better. So, yeah, this one's not for sale. It's mine forever. Get them all posed up. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this figure. If you like it, you don't like it. Either way, it's mine. So, hey. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about this figure in the comments. Instagram, Facebook page, I'll be linked below. And